Hey everyone, so I wanted to show a stock hacker, which is a scanning tool by ThinkorSwim. And recently, Schwab has bought TD Ameritrade, so now this comes for all the Schwab accounts also, and of course the older TD Ameritrade accounts. But it is very powerful, and it can also be used to set up automated trading. So I'll quickly show you how it works. So first you need to download ThinkorSwim and log in using your Schwab credentials. And if your Schwab credentials do not work, that means your Schwab account has not been the setting hasn't been changed. So I think you have to go to the talk to the customer service of Schwab, or there's a setting somewhere where you have to allow to trade your account, to activate your account using ThinkorSwim software. So ThinkorSwim is like a desktop software, and they have a web version too. I haven't used web version more recently, but I'll show you the stock hacker. So this is the screen you're seeing is from my Schwab account in ThinkorSwim using the desktop software. So in this, here's the scan tab, and there is a stock hacker here, and in this you can scan all the stocks, like all symbols, all stocks, all indices, futures, funds. But for this scenario I'll use all the Nasdaq stocks. So let's say if you're looking for some stocks which were not very well known, and they suddenly have volume, then we'll set up the scan here, and it's very customizable scan. It has lot of options, not only these options. For example, this is the stock for percentage of change of stocks. This is the last stock, the price is between $5 to $2,000. And for each of these scans, you see on the right like how many match happens. So let's say if it decrease the price, max price to $64, and then we see this is decreasing, right? So let's do an idea that let's say we are looking for let's remove the percentage change. We don't want the percentage change. We were looking for a stock which is priced between $5 and $50, and that's like 2,235 matches with a market cap of at least 500 million. So minimum, and maximum could be anything. Okay, so we have 1690 matches. So minimum 500 million market cap, and a maximum could be anything. I think it is still, if you see, this is active, and there are some stocks here in the distribution. So I think maybe I didn't include more. Maybe I need to add more zeros. Okay, now it's covering the whole universe. So we have 1859 matches. Volume, we are not specifically looking for volume. We are looking for unusual volume. So I'll cross this one, and obviously we don't want to scan right now because we have so many matches. Now I want to add another scan, another filter. So here you can add stock filter, option filters. Option filter is like really interesting. I don't see it in many scanners. Fundamental filters, study filter, and pattern. So we'll add the study, and see you can put alerts on so many already, patterns and studies. And I will want to look for not average volume but unusual volume. So current bar's volume, when you say current bar, like which bar are we looking at? Here D is the daily bar, right? So current bar volume increased at least 20% from the so these are the default settings from the previous typical average over 50 periods. But instead of 50 period, let's look at the average in the last 14 days. Again, you can put whatever you want, but this is my setting for unusual volume, and the volume should have increased, I think, 200%. Let's see if we can let's try to scan it. and we have showing 50 of 58. So we have 50 stocks in the scan. So maybe I'll increase this setting to 300%. So today's volume was 300% than the over the 14 periods. Okay, so let's try scanning again, and it's showing 37 stocks. So I think 37 stocks is enough. And of course you can make your buying and selling decisions. Now one thing here is happening is it's showing us both the stocks that went up and then went down. And let's say if you want to only take long positions, so I can add another filter that the stock price has last price. I think there's a net change. Net change is at least so here you see, it's like minus 37 in this to plus 200. So what we want to do is net change is at least 10%. So minimum is 10%, which is 0.10. And maximum could be anything. So scan. Okay, so now we have a limited, like a manageable list. So this is a very selective list. All these stocks have went down at least okay, this is net change, it's not the percentage change. See, okay, here's the percentage change. Okay, so a net change was, I think, in dollar terms. This is in percentage terms. Again, we are looking for 10% plus 10%. Maximum could be anything. Let's scan again. Okay, so now we're getting right. So all these 14 stocks from all the Nasdaq stock universe we have selected, and they have and when you look at the list, you will know some of these stocks because they are in the news or something, and their volume has recently went up, and they are at least $5, maximum $50. Let's increase this to be like $100. Okay, let's make it 100. Okay, and market cap is at least 500 million, and max could be anything, and stock percentages change at least 10%. Let's make it, I think 10% is too big, so I'll make it 5, because we are trying to find stock which has started having unusual activity but they haven't had big news. I'll make it 4. Okay, and volume increased at least 300%. So suddenly the volume has increased over the average volume. And there's a this edit sign, and you can I've never done it, but I think if you want, you can change this code. I've never done it, but ThinkorSwim editor. ThinkorSwim is like a very popular script for TOS or ThinkorSwim users. So you can see the formula and what's happening inside this study filter. Okay, so let's scan it again, and because we decrease the minimum price, minimum stock percentage to 4%. So now we are seeing, for example, GMI. So again, this is not a recommendation. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you one way to filter. And the main thing why I wanted to show you is, okay, you can filter and at one time, but you want to be reminded of like alert. Like whenever a new stock adds add in the search result. So this is very powerful, and ThinkorSwim is it has like a lot of options, and we haven't even touched the whole stock scanner. There's an add condition group. So this is all of the following condition group, but then there is like any of the following, or there are like other ways to add none of the following or any of the following, to exclude and include stocks. Okay, so you click here, and it says on the top right corner here, it says show action menu, and you save as watch list. So I will give this watch list a name, unusual volume Nasdaq. So I have saved this watch list, and let's scan it again, and then I click alert when scan results change. So this is very powerful. Event is when a symbol is added, a symbol is removed, or but we are not interested in if a symbol is removed. We want to know if there is a new symbol added, and I don't want to kind of like have to come to ThinkorSwim, open it, and scan it again and again. So whenever a symbol is added, notify with the email. So there's a player sound, send an email to a specified email address, text message during US market hours, text message during after US market hours, send push notifications. Okay, so I'm more interested in sending an email, and I'll tell you why, because I made another video where once you see the email and you can filter it for specific keywords. Once you see an email, especially the name of the scan, I think this scan is test scan, so here you can name it anything, so make it like a very unique word, and you can filter your email, read your email, filter it based on that keyword, and then you obviously have the stock symbols too. So whenever the stock symbol is added, or as they added, or maybe you are getting an end of the day email, you will you can use that email signal to trade either in ThinkorSwim, which is through Schwab, or you can use Alpaca. So I have used Alpaca to trade my signals when I was first starting in algo trading. Although right now I don't do it. I have other methods too. But this is a really good method if you are not if you're a beginner Python programmer, or and Alpaca also gives you trade through Google Sheets, so you can read the email through Google Sheets and then send a buy and sell order. So when a symbol is added, and you can add a note here. You'll have to test it out how it shows. And notify on, okay, so there's options: notify on individual updates, a message for every change, a list of change hourly. So this is very, very important, because you don't want to get bombarded with like if there's unusual activity, because let's say you are again, this is a daily we filter for daily volume increase, right? So let's say you want only the list at the end of the day, so make it daily at, let's say, 2:30 p.m. So I'm not sure whether it's Eastern time or Central time, but whatever the time is, you can test it out. So daily, so you will get a daily email at 2:30 p.m. if a new symbol has been added, if there's an unusual volume activity, and then you can buy that stock and sell whenever you want to. You need to start have your own rules. And when this alert expires, so I'll set it up is at a certain date. Remind me 1 day, maybe 5 days ahead of expression. So you see, like it is very customizable, the whole create alert thing. So this is why this scan is very powerful, because you can get text messages, you can get app notifications, and also email. And emails notification can be used and read by another program to kind of like automatically trade. So maybe you can set up, okay, you want to buy let's say your account is $10,000. Maybe you want to buy $100 worth of shares, or if your account is 100k, maybe you want to buy like a small chunk, maybe 1k of this particular stock that you don't that is coming adding that is being added to this to the search results, and you're buying it automatically. But of course, you need to have some code, so it only maybe trades only the top 2 stocks in every day, because let's say if there are 10 stocks added on one day, you don't want to kind of like send 10 orders. So again, I think that's another topic about position sizing and number of trades you want to take. But this is a really good way. So I will create the alert, and yeah, so now I will get the alert tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. With the name test scan, that these symbols have been added to the to my scan list, which have again the price between $5 to $100, market cap greater than 500 million, and percentage change greater than 4%, an unusual volume activity of 300% as compared to the last 14 days. So let me know if you have any questions. I just wanted to show you how powerful this ThinkorSwim scan is. And if you have a Schwab account, you deposit some money and this is free for you.